What's up everyone and welcome back to another video. My name's Tierney. If you're new here, hello and welcome to my May wrap up and June TBR. I know it's a little late but I've just been like in a funk lately of filming videos, and obviously like I haven't really posted like all last month, but we're getting back into it. I actually met someone, a subscriber. Her name is Melanie. So Melanie, if you're watching this, hi. At an event the other day that our store was hosting, and meeting her was so fun and nice, and it made me get my groove back, I guess you could say, because I don't know, it was so cool. And I don't know, I was so excited. I was so awkward, so I'm so sorry that I was just like not expecting it, but it was like a good thing to happen because now it got me motivated again to make videos again and get creative and plan out some content, make videos. I love making YouTube videos. They're so much fun. It's such a cool creative outlook. I feel like a lot of people do TikTok and Instagram more than YouTube now, just because it's a little harder to like grow on YouTube, which I get. I'm on TikTok also, and I've definitely grown easier there than here, but there's just something about filming videos and editing them and like, I don't know, making them your own that I love. So yeah, we're gonna now get back into it. It's June, I don't even know what day it is. June 8th. So we're late, but it's fine. We're gonna go over my May reads and then of course go through my June TBR, which I have a fun idea for that, but I'll explain that when we get to the June TBR part. So yeah. Anyway, let's just go through my May reads. I have them in my reading journal here, and I had a really good reading month. This month, there were so many good reads, like so good. Out of my May TBR though, I only read one book. And it wasn't even one of the ones I spun for, so I have to put all those back in the wheel. I'm like, ah! Anyway, I don't know why. I just didn't pick up, I picked up one physical book, and I read 8 books. The rest were audio and Kindle books. So let's just talk about them. I think I put them in order of which I read them. I read 5 audiobooks, 2 Kindle books, and 1 physical book. That equals 8, right? Yes, it does. Okay, let's just go into it. All right, shall we? First up, I listened to. Sorry, they're talking about the cast for Beach Read and that it's not great. So anyway, I listened to Daughter of No Worlds by Carissa Broadbent. I gave it a 4.25 out of 5 stars. This follows Tizana, who is a human but can wield magic, so she's a wielder, but she was a slave and then she was trying to escape and go to, I can't think of the name right now, where the wielders go and like learn their magic and all this stuff. I don't want to say too much because I went into it blind and I've been really liking it so far. I'm already on the 2nd book, which I should be hopefully finishing either today or tomorrow. I'm hoping today because I have the 3rd book on hold already and I only have like 10 days to read it. So I'm really enjoying it right now. It's my first Carissa Broadbent book. I do own her Serpent and the Wings of Night series. I own like almost all of them. I own like the first 5, but I never picked them up. But this one's fun. I've been like going like, oh my god, the whole time. So definitely like it. 4.25 for the first one. I'm on the 2nd one, so we'll see. It'll be my June wrap up for the other 2. So I'll let you know how that series is at the end. Next, I listened to Yesteryear, which is a fiction book, which is getting out of my comfort zone, which is pretty cool. I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. It was wild. Let me tell you, that was literally crazy. The whole thing. And it made me like so angry sometimes and like, and disturbed. And it was good in like a good way. I really enjoyed it. I was not expecting that ending. Because so it's about this woman, gonna be honest, I don't remember her name at the moment, but she like has millions of followers on social media and like portrays her life this way, and then all of a sudden she's transported to 1855 and you're like, what happened? Why is she wakes up and it's like 1855 now, and you're like, what is going on? Like the house and everything looks the same, the place is the same, but it's like more run down like it would be in the 1800s where there's no electricity, they do everything, everything's like the 1800s, and you're like, what happened? And you're going back and forth between timelines and you're like seeing her rise to fame, but then you're also then seeing this other side, like she gets transported into the past basically. So I'm not gonna say anything more, but that was literally crazy. Definitely recommend. It's a trip for sure. So yeah. Then I read this on my Kindle. I read Across the Vanishing Sky by Catherine Cowles. I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. I was like, oh my gosh, it's been my first 5 stars since Brimstone since February. I haven't had a 5-star read in a very long time, but this was so good. It's a romantic suspense. I read this because Catherine Cowles actually reached out to like our store and asked if we wanted an arc of the next one, which is oh my gosh, what is it? Oh my gosh, Into Fading Twilight. Wow. Okay. Into the Fading Twilight. It's the second one that's coming out in July, I'm pretty sure. But she reached out to our store and was letting booksellers know that like, here's a form if you want the e-arc, it'll download, whatever. So I got the e-arc. But I wanted to read the first book first, obviously, because the second book is about the girls in the first book's best friend who goes missing. So I wanted to know the backstory kind of her before obviously going into the next book. So definitely recommend. The second book comes out in July, I'm pretty sure. And I'm so excited to read it. I was very intrigued and I'm very intrigued. I'm so excited to read the next one. So yeah, I gave it 5 out of 5 stars, but this one is about her best friend and she moves to Starlight Grove with her son because it's been like a year, I think, since her best friend's disappearance. And so she moves to Starlight Grove and what's his name? I'm like blanking on a lot. Did I write a review for this one? I don't think I did in here. I don't know. Why am I don't know what I'm doing. So the girl's name is Brayden. And the guy's name is Dex. Okay. Oh my gosh. Anyway, and Dex just moves back to town. His whole family grew up there. But his whole family's like kind of not well liked in the town. And it's like, you find out why, but it was kind of crazy. And Dex is an ex-FBI agent. And they go and try and like solve this case together to try and find her friend Nova. So, and yeah, I don't know what I'm saying, but it was really good. I don't like to give too much about books that I've read because I want you to go into them blind like I did. I usually go into every single book blind. Like, I don't know what half of the books are about when I first start reading them. Like, or I'll like know like a tiny premise, or if it's like part of a series, I'll know that it's obviously going to continue with one of the other people. So anyway, the next book follows Nova and Dex's brother, because they're all like, there's like 4 or 5 of them, the brothers, Cole. Nova and Cole. Oh, my brain is not really working today. Sorry, guys. But anyway, 5 out of 5 stars. Absolutely loved it. Then I listened to probably my favorite book I have read this year so far. I gave it a 6 out of 5 stars. Like, it's a 6-star read for me. I actually have it right here. And that is Into the Blue by Emma Brody. I did listen to it, and then I bought the physical copy because of how much I loved this book. I don't even know. Like, I went into it not knowing anything. I knew it was going to be heartbreaking because I've seen other people reacting to this book and they're quite literally sobbing, which also happened to me. And I don't cry in books. Like, when I'm reading books, I barely cry. Sometimes like a tear or two will shed if I'm like feeling it, but I rarely cry, like full on hysterical crying when reading books. Like, it hits me that hard. And this book did it for a good almost hour, like 45 minutes, sobbing in my car to work. This follows Noah and AJ, and like the beginning is like you see that they're together, but like about to end, I guess. It's literally the first chapter, okay, no spoilers. But then you go back into the past and you see how they met and their relationship, and like you figure out like, and you try and like figure out what happened to them. Oh my gosh. Literally heartbreaking, devastating, but I recommend because it was such a good love story. Like, just go read this. If you haven't, this is your sign to go read this book because it was literally so good. Like, so good. I bought the physical copy to reread it and like tab it, underline, highlight, like go through it, and it was literally beautiful. So then I listened to We're a Bad Idea Right by Kale Walther. It was our April monthly pick for young adult, so that's why I listened to it, but I listened to it late. It's okay. I gave it a 3 out of 5 stars. It was cute. It was like nostalgic feeling, and because she writes young adult, they're in high school, and I did like want to know what happens. It wasn't like amazing, but it was a good time. You know, if you need like a good nostalgic book, I feel like Kale Walther does really good with that because she writes really well in young adult. So, and I got to meet her. It was really great. I have The Summer of Second Chances. I don't know if you can see it right here, but for that book, it just came out, so she came and did a signing, and it was great, and so I have it signed. Anyway, then I reread Shield of Sparrows on my Kindle. I do have 2 physical copies of it, but I read it on my Kindle to make it go a little faster. Again, 5 out of 5 stars. I'm obsessed. Again, I like rereading it so that I remember what happened so I can go into the second book, which I still haven't read yet, but I will be reading it this month. If I don't, what's wrong with me? hold me accountable, okay? So Shield of Sparrows, 5 out of 5 stars. And I forgot like little details about the book, so it was good to go back and read it, and you like pick up on more the second time you go around, like you pick up on more details the second time you read it, and like the more you read them, you pick out more and more little details that you might have missed. So I thought that was really cool. So again, if you haven't read Shield of Sparrows, go read it. What are you doing? It's literally so, oh, I have it. I could have held it up, but I'm lazy and my dog's sitting right here and it's over there. Oh well. But anyway, 5 out of 5 stars. See, you could tell it was a pretty good reading month. Pretty good. And then one of my most anticipated releases of the year I read, and it was Fever Dream by Elsie Silver. Literally in love with Emmett Brant. Love him. Oh my gosh. We got back into like our cowboy-y rodeo era kind of, because he's a bull rider, and I feel like we're 5 out of 5 stars. Forgot to give you that, but 5 out of 5 stars. Emmett is a bull rider and Julia is this location scout for a new reality TV show, which Emmett agrees to star in. So yeah, it was so good. I love them. I love Emmett. He was like so good. Elsie Silver just hits. Like, just always hits. I love her. She's just so good. Oh. I can't wait for the rest of the series. I'm so excited. I read this in like a day. That I was so, like, physically read it in a day. I'm obsessed. Alright, and then the last book I read, I listened to it. It just kind of like appeared on Libby, so I said, okay, let's try it. It was Violet Thistleway is Not a Villain Anymore by Emily. It's too small. You'll see. I can't really see it on the thing, but I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. It was really cute. It was like a cozy fantasy. She used to be a villain, and then that villain died, and she moves to this town to like start over, and yeah, I'm not gonna give too much about it, but it was a really cute, fun fantasy. It wasn't like too heavy. It was a good time, and I was into it. And it was more like a romance fan, I guess. I don't know. It was like a cozy romantasy, if that makes sense. But anyway, I did make like I did Into the Blue, Fever Dream, and Shield of Sparrows for like my journal. My favorite is Fever Dream. Like, look at that collage I did. I'm obsessed. Okay, so now that we've gone through my May reads, let us go into our June TBR, shall we? Now, I have 6 books picked out. A lot of them are coming over from May, so if they look familiar, mind your business. I didn't get to read them, so now we're reading them now. That's funny. Okay, I need to pull up this list. Okay. Tell me your thoughts on the beach read cast. I don't know, I just saw a picture in my group text with my friends, and they're not very happy with Gus. So I didn't prep these, so I have to grab them all now. Some of them are out already, so it's okay. And a lot of them are right here. So it's not like I have to go far. Oh my gosh, I keep putting this on my TBR and I just keep not reading it and I have to read it. Alright, so I have picked out 6 books for my June TBR. I usually do 10 just because I like to have an even number, and I feel like having more to like choose from will help me actually pick them. That didn't happen in May, but we are going to hopefully pick these. But the last 4, I had this idea as I was getting ready to film. Like, I thought I was gonna do like the wheel again, but then I thought, why not take a picture of like a shelf and send it to my family and have them pick out the next 4 books of my TBR. So I'm actually gonna do that real quick because I didn't do that yet and see what they choose for me. Now I just need to pick out the shelves I want them to pick from. I think this one's gonna be one, because this whole shelf I haven't read yet. Pick a book. How should I phrase this? I wrote, can you pick out a book from this shelf for me? That sounds okay, right? So I'm gonna ask 4 different people to get the last 4 books. Wow, my back hurts. I did a Pilates like beginner YouTube video today for the first time. That's like the first time I've worked out in like months, and now everything hurts. That's a good shelf. I might do that shelf. Maybe that shelf. I don't know. I got a lot of shelves. Maybe this shelf. Girls just wanna dance. Does anyone else have that song stuck in their head now because of Off Campus? I mean, I've always loved the Kid Leroy, and that was one of like a banger I used to listen to like all last year. So now it's just in my head again. She's gonna be like, what the fuck? Why are you asking me this question? But it's fine. All right, 1 down. My cousin, is this like a prank? Are you hiding a message in here? Oh my god. No, I'm filming a video! I probably should have given context on what I was doing. That's funny. Alright, I'm gonna let them pick, and I'll be right back. Finish filming this part of the video. Hello. This is not the right angle I want. There we go. Hi. So it's a little bright. I just woke up, if you couldn't tell, and the sun is coming in because it's rising on this side and it's really bright. Oh my gosh. Okay. It's the next day, clearly. I was waiting on one person to answer me yesterday, and now we have all the ones. Yeah, I don't know what I'm saying. Maybe I should have drank more coffee before I started doing it. But we now do have, we have our June TBR. So what I did, I'm pretty sure I explained this already, but 6 of the books I picked, and then I had needed 4 more because I like to make my TBRs an even 10, even though I never read. 1, that many books in a month. 2, I never really actually read my physical books, but it's nice to put them on my radar. And this month I have a lot that I'm actually excited about and that I want to read sooner rather than later. So yeah, but then the other 4 I asked my 2 cousins, my sister, and my mom, and I sent pictures of like a specific shelf. It was like, pick a book off this shelf. And all 3 out of 4 of them didn't question why I did that. Why I was asking them to do that. My other cousin was like, wait, is this a trick? What? I don't know why she howled like that. That was weird. I look like a ghost. Like, I literally look so pale right now. Anyway, let's go through my June TBR now, shall we? I'm gonna do the ones that my family picked last, and I'll go through the ones I picked first. Excuse you. You know when you rub your eye and then like the vision is blurry, and I'm like trying to see and I can't see right now. And then I try and rub it more and it just doesn't go away. We're gonna start with the ones I picked, okay? And I don't know what I'm saying. Can you tell I haven't woke up yet? Okay, first, I'm already like 20% into this book, so that's why I'm putting it on here, because I don't feel accomplished that I read it, especially because it's on my 26 books of 2026. So that is, I don't have the dust jacket on it, sorry, but it's Our Perfect Storm by Carly Fortune. See, I've already started it, but I did get an arc that I am now like fully invested in on my Kindle, so that's why I put this down for a second, and I'm reading that one. That'll be in an arc vlog, hopefully coming soon, but I'm not gonna say too much about it. But I did get a very anticipated release arc that I'm very excited about. So that's why this has gone like on the back burner a little bit, but this will be read this month because I'm very invested already, and I love Carly Fortune. She's like perfect. She has perfect summer romances. Like, but why? Why? Tell me why. You publish all in paperback, and then now your new one is in hardcover. I obviously still bought it, but like, okay. Probably because you knew everyone was gonna buy it anyway. But yeah, I'm very excited, and I like the font's like pretty, like, I don't know, I like the feel of this hardcover. So this will get read, and if I don't finish it, that's a problem. So Our Perfect Storm by Carly Fortune. Then we have again The Thorn Queen. I need to read this. It's not that long. Let's see how many pages it is. It's literally only 350 pages. What am I doing? I could read this in one day. Okay, yeah. So this is the sequel to The Rose Bargain. I read The Rose Bargain in January, and I gave it 5 stars. It was my first 5-star of the year, and I'm obsessed, and I need to just know what happens because this is the last book. It's only a duology. So we have The Rose Bargain. Nope. We have The Thorn Queen by Saucer Payton Smith. So this will get read this month. If it doesn't, I will literally die. So, okay. Then I'm not even gonna say anything about it. I literally have put it on probably almost every single TBR this year. I have 5 months to reread this series and read Crescent City 3. Okay, I'm not gonna say anything about it, but please hold me accountable because I have 5 months till the next book comes out. So then, again, Rights of the Starling. I did just recently reread Shield of Sparrows, so that's why I wanna, like, last month, so now I'm gonna go into this one. I am very excited. I'm so excited. Okay. I forgot I got this. Oh my gosh. So Devney Perry has like a bookseller thing that, like, if you fill out the form, you get things. I totally forgot I had this in here. We have some artwork. Beautiful. And a book plate. I have a signed book plate. I totally forgot. Wow, that just made my day. I also still have the receipt in here because I never take receipts out, and then I'm like, oh, oops. Yeah, this book. See, like, all these books I have are like ones that are so high on my TBR that I want to read and I just haven't done it yet. Like, I need to start reading my physical books again. I read one physical book last month. The rest were on my Kindle and audiobooks. Like, I need to just read in my spare time. Like, read a physical book in my spare time. I have to dwindle this down. It's so bad. All right, then we have Every Exquisite Thing by Laura Stephen. This is our young adult monthly pick at work. This is the ARC I got from Bookfest. The new one, the traditionally published one, has like really pretty sprayed edges and everything, but she's pretty popular. She wrote Our Infinite Fates. I think I have that actually. But this is our monthly pick. Last month I did not read a monthly pick, unfortunately. I was doing so good reading at least one a month. So this is also only like 350 pages. What am I doing? These are so short. So yeah, I want to read this. So, you know, I like to know. Dorian. What? Oh. Not Thornoak. So yeah, it's like dark academia, young adult, dark academia. So yes, I need to get back into the monthly pick grind. Next month also is I have one of the books. I'm not gonna say what it is because I can't tell you that, but I have one of them also. So I just need to get back in my monthly pick grind. I've been like pretty good except for last month. So if I continue and read at least one monthly pick a month for the rest of the year, I'll be very happy with myself because last year I don't think I did anything. So it would be really good to do that. So we have that one. That's why we have this one on my TBR. Then, because the show is out and I did watch it and I am utterly obsessed with it, we have The Deal by Elle Kennedy. The Deal by Elle Kennedy. Even my aunt is reading it. Like, she finished the show and she's like, she texted me and asked if I had it in my, like, library. And I was like, actually, yeah, I do. Here you go. And I have 2 copies. So I kind of, I don't know. I want to like maybe see if they want to do like a book club with me, you know? I don't know, like cause the show is so popular and I feel like my family will maybe read it all, like my cousins and everybody will read it. I want to do kind of like a book club with it. I don't know. We'll see. I've been debating it. I've been really wanting to start a book club recently. It's on my vision board. We're 6 months into the year and I still haven't done it yet. So I need to just like do it. But I feel like everyone is always so busy so they don't want to do it, you know? And I'm nervous that nobody will show up if I want to have a book club, you know? So, but with like this show and the fact that like my aunt wants to read it, my cousin wants to read it, like everyone wants to read this book now and like continue the series, maybe it'll work. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, we have The Deal by Elle Kennedy. These are the indie covers, actually. I only have this one in indie, unfortunately. I wish I had the other ones. It's fine. I do have all the matching ones of the new covers, so... Oh, I'm like badly obsessed with Off Campus. Like, it's bad. Doesn't help that my husband's also like a hockey player. So, anyway, we have that one. Alright, let's now go into the 4 books that my family chose, okay? So I literally sent out a text. It was like the vaguest text to everybody. It was like, please pick a book off of this shelf for me, thanks. No context at all. The only one that like questioned it was my cousin Gianna. She was literally like, is this a prank? Are you hiding a message in here? I was dying laughing. I'm like, no, just pick a freaking book. I'm making a video. She was like, oh. And Soph did pick a book. I gave Soph this shelf, which you can kind of see. And the one book she picked is the one book I did read on this shelf ever. So I was like, no, you gotta pick a different one. I was like, God damn it. Okay. So yeah, let's do this. So we first have Sid's pick. Sid actually answered very, very fast. I sent her the top shelf. You can't see it in this video, and I had to like cross out the ones I did read, so I was like, pick a book. And she actually picked The Worst Wedding Date by Pippa Grant. She's like, I like the name, the title. I was like, okay, amazing, because this just came out and she actually just did a signing at our store and she was the funniest. Her and Catherine were so funny and she puts that humor into her book, so I'm really excited to read this. She's getting traditionally published, so this is the first one that got traditionally published. It's apparently her most popular book also out of all of hers. She's written so many books, but yeah, she kind of did a signing. And just like, look at this cover. It gives off summer vibes. Like, it's definitely the summer book I need. I'm excited. She did good. My sister picked a good one. So we have The Worst Wedding Date. Then my cousin Sophia, who is the one I told you, I had her pick this shelf. She at first picked Into the Blue, and I was like, yes, I love that book. I was like, I need you to pick a different one because that's literally the only book on this shelf that I read. And of course she picked the one book I read. So she actually picked Thornbird by E. Kennedy, which, fun fact, is L. Kennedy. So that's pretty cool. Sorry, I got really distracted. Jenna Levine, who wrote she writes like all those vampire books. Oh my gosh, like My Roommate's a Vampire. She's doing a sign up for the traveling arc. So like you sign up, you get the book, and you send it off to the next person. Like everyone's. That's pretty cool. That's so cool. You'll have 2 weeks to read the book, annotate it, and do whatever you'd like with it before sending it to the next person. That is so cool. Wait, I kind of want to sign up for that. Okay, I'm gonna do that. Sorry, I just got really distracted of what I was doing. So it's a young adult true crime, like, mystery. So this is her debut young adult book. It doesn't come out, actually it comes out this month. I don't know when this month. It doesn't say when, but, and it's like a mystery. And I don't read mysteries, so I just think it's funny that out of the books she chose, there was this one, which is she's also obsessed with Off Campus right now. I feel like I need to read it to open my palette of more of different things. So we have that one. Then we have Gianna's pick. So she also picked an arc. Actually, no, only 2 of them were arcs. This one comes out on July 14th and it is Return to Sender by Stephanie. I don't know how to say that, but look at this. It also screams summer. Like, come on. I love a good road trip in the mountains and just like nature. Oh, just obsessed. So I'm really excited about this one. This one's also short. Why am I not reading these books? They're all 350 pages or less right now. I don't know. Anyway, we have Return to Sender, but it's literally like the perfect summer book, so I'm really excited. She picked a good one too. Like, they actually all picked really good ones, and I'm very impressed by them picking just based off of the title and like the spine, because that's all they could see. So we have that one. And then the last one is my mother's pick. She actually gave 2 books, but one has been on my TBR for so long, or like I keep putting them on my monthly TBRs and I haven't read it yet, so I didn't want to pick that one. So I picked the other one, which I got for my birthday, and that is Shattered Dreams by Natasha Madison. I did talk about how like beautiful this is. Also, I just realized like the chapters all have artwork, like watercolor artwork. Stunning. And she also picked really good. This one also has been very high on my radar recently, so I'm very happy with this, especially because I just got it, and so that's why I'm like more into wanting to read it earlier, if that makes sense. So anyway, that is my June TBR. Please hold me accountable. Please, I need to read these all. Like, I just need to physically read books. Like, I just need to dwindle it down. I really need to. It's really bad, really bad. So hold me accountable, please. Please and thank you. Anyway, that is gonna be it for today's video. If you did enjoy, be sure to give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe down below for more fun book videos coming soon. I love you all so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!